Hello, my name is Michael Swing. I'm running for President 2024. I came to you today to show you a little bit of information about our national debt and where our fares are going to be if they're not already among a lot of people's mind right now for the United States. Let us begin. I believe in America first. Since America is paying their taxes, they should be taken care of first. Shouldn't be left on the streets or in bad shape for the economy so we can help other countries. We got to help ourselves first. That's why I'm running for president 2024. National debt. 1980, we were just under $1 trillion. Each taxpayer only owed $12,150 to pay off the national debt back in 1980. Since then, every decade, 10 years afterwards, we're gaining about $2 trillion in debt in every 10 years. In 2012, it jumped $5 trillion just in 4 years. And then it went up $5 trillion more in 2016. 2022, it went up to $31 trillion that we currently owe right now. That is $247,235 per person that pays taxes that we're in debt, that we'd have to pay off the national debt. Just between 2022 and 2026, just in 4 years, we're going to go up $9 trillion. That is $297,193 per taxpayer to pay that off. It's hard to even pay a house, let alone the national debt at that price. That's something that'd be a little worrying some to try to sleep at night. It's not getting better, folks. It's not getting better. Tax revenue versus the national debt. In green is what the national tax revenue is bringing in, just under $5 trillion per year until 2026. In the future, we're going to be just over $5 trillion. But for the national debt, it just from 1980, we're just still climbing up to I don't know where, because it's more expenses than income, as you can see on this graph. In blue, that's in 2026. We go up a little bit in tax revenue, but the national debt that we're spending is way more than any of the other years. Anybody that knows accounting, anybody that pays their bills knows you can't spend more than you're bringing in. Because what happens? You're going to foreclose in your home, repossess your car, shut off your electricity, shut off your water. That's just what happens to us as Americans. What's going to happen to the United States? That's what I'd like to know. That's what keeps me up at night. That's why you're probably like going crazy right now. That's just how I feel. How and where are we going to be going in the next 5 years, 10 years? I can only imagine. That's why it comes down to basic accounting 101. I think we need to start teaching it more in school, math and accounting. Math, they probably have it down, but accounting for keeping your checking account, to understand the basics. So when they graduate from school, they at least know how to handle a checkbook. And they know not to spend more than they're bringing in. They can learn that. I believe the economy will help everyone turn around. But that's not what they're teaching in school today. U.S. spending right now is spending $54 billion in Ukraine alone. The United States is the leading country that's spending the most in Ukraine. All other countries are $15 billion. or loss. Just military alone we're giving the Ukraine is $25 billion. Financial aid, $10 billion. Humanitarian, another $10 billion approximately. Now Ukraine, as much as I, as well as other people, would love to help them, but if we can't help ourselves, and we're drowning in debt right now, how are we helping and paying other countries with what money? Because my tax dollars, I was expecting it to pay for the roads, bridges that we need here, insurances on the rise, health insurance, homeowners insurance, the economy. That's where I would think the money would be going that I'm paying taxes on. But in this case, it looks like it's going elsewhere. And the funny thing is, Ukraine never signed the NATO agreement, which would have other countries help each other, support each other. They didn't want to sign it until just recently. So before they even signed it, we were giving them billions of dollars with no guarantee that they're going to work, protect us, help us if we ever need it. Nothing. When was the last time you gave more than you have to another country with no guarantees? That has got to change. I hope we get reimbursed from some of these countries that we're giving money to, but I highly doubt it. I don't think we're that smart to have that in the agreements. The top recipients of the U.S. foreign aid since 2010 that we've given money to is Afghanistan, just over $15 billion. Israel, under $5 billion. Iraq, just under $5 billion. Jordan, under $4 billion. Ukraine, that's where it skyrocketed to $30 billion. This is where the economy's going. It's going to hit pay dirt. It's going to go down crashing very quickly if we don't start turning this around. If you elect me as president, I will send my team and we will sit at a table and get the line items of the budgets under control. Taxes, you try not to raise taxes. You try to work with what you have. We're already working with what we already have now. So what we need to do is the budgeting of the expenses. Where can we cut the fat? Where can we not be spending more money than we need that's not doing us any good for the citizens of the United States? Securing the border, that would be a top priority. In the budget, that's a top priority. And from there, we can start putting money when we pay our taxes and seeing a return on where we're paying our money. Because right now we have more people coming into this country that are taking advantage of the social system, draining our economy. Are they supplying and working for themselves, paying for themselves, supporting themselves? Or are they living off this country where we're paying for their transportation, paying for their health care? The people that live in the United States that were born here can't even pay for their medical, but we're surely giving it to other countries that come into this country. It doesn't make sense. I don't mind them coming in, but they need to support themselves. I'd cut that out. No more giving it, Mr. Nice Guy, money to everybody that just walks across the border and puts us in the debt. We put them in a nice hotel, give them food, medical, give them money to start a new life when we can't even help the people here. It just doesn't make sense. That's why it's basic accounting 101. Support yourself, you can go a lot farther. And that's why I'd like to instill it in the schools. They do know math, but accounting for bookkeeping, if they hit a better handle on that, I'm sure our economy would be so much better. And our government, if they had accountability, we would not be in the situation we're in right now. Believe me, that would stop quick. That's why I'm running for president 2024. Please visit me at swing24.com, and I'll be more than glad to look forward to helping you build this country and see your taxes stay the same or go down, but not see them go up higher so we can pay more countries and help us get in more trouble paying more debts to other people as well as ourselves. Thank you. I'll see you next time.